We're in the middle of a talk show, my show, Late Night with Naomi Daily Podcast. Welcome. You new here?
Live from the city where every voice matters, this is the Naomi Daily Podcast Show. She's bold, stylish, and always ready to ask the questions everybody's thinking. Get ready for celebrity drama, real talk, viral stories, and unforgettable moments.
Thank you so much. It's perfect.
Here's your iced coffee latte, Naomi.
Thanks. How many seats is that going to hold for the audience?
I don't know, like 150?
Can you figure it? I would love to know. Thanks. Beautiful. You know what I mean? Something that gets fancy. I want all different celebrities on the show. We definitely have to do a different type of situation for my late night show. I want it bigger and better.
Of course. I'm so excited about this movie. It hits theaters very soon.
Tell me about your movie role.
It is a high-stakes pilot character.
How do you do your own personal stunts?
I train hard and stay focused.
How amazing is it?
It is absolutely incredible.
That man just say the war is over. Security, security. He lost his damn mind. What the hell is he talking about?
This is a very different movie for me. I kind of quite enjoyed the movie because it has a lot of suspense in it. I normally don't do that. I'm normally kind of like a reality star, so this is something new for me.
That is so great. I'm excited for you.
Show's about to start. Now, Naomi, walk out.
Welcome to the show. Let's get this show started. Tonight, we are taking things to a whole new level. Are you ready to have some fun? Are you ready to have some fun?
Welcome to Late Night with Naomi. We are sitting here with Miss Hillary. Y'all know Miss Hillary, and if y'all don't know who she is, then go ask Disney, honey, because she's Disney superstar, boo.
Y'all know that song. Let's go back to the beginning. Let the rain fall down. Let the rain fall down. I'm coming clean. You know, that was my song, honey. I love that song.
It's a big week for me. I got an action-packed movie coming out that I made from scratch myself, so congratulations to me. Yes, ma'am. But when I was thinking about bringing people on the show, you were like at the top of my list. You were my whole entire childhood. But I'm older than you by 1 year or 1 year and a half, which makes no sense because I don't know. I'm not doing the math.
Yeah.
I'm not great at math today, but I'm older than you. That's all I gotta. So I would say we grew up together, but I was still older than you, yet you had the TV show in the career, the rising star that everyone was watching. But I was a teenager when your show on Disney came out called The Lizzie McGuire and Honey. Everybody loved that show. Everybody, the gays, the straight, the in-between. That show just gave us life. And then we heard it was gonna be a reboot coming out, and then it never happened, and then I was about to fight somebody. I swear I was on your behalf. But I can't not mention that show and not mention some of your music bops that had our neck needing a neck brace like I'm coming clean, so yesterday. And I have two amazing superstars sitting on the stage with me to share that beautiful moment, Hillary and an actor from Everybody Hates Chris. That's gonna be on the show later.
Yeah.
I only just mentioned two of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
But you have others like What Dreams Are Made Of off the soundtrack of Lizzie McGuire.
Yeah.
I also love your song Fly. That's a really, really cool song. I think you just knew how to really pick cool songs that fit your aesthetic.
Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna list off a few shows that you starred in after Lizzie McGuire was over Gossip Girl. They said you were in 6 episodes. I watched a little bit of Gossip Girl but fell off.
Yeah.
But Younger was a show that I thought you were great, and I watched a couple of seasons of those. I'm a fan of that show. It's so good, so good. I think one of your best, if you're asking me.
Yeah.
But these are a list of ones you have been. Chicago Hope, George Lopez, American Dreams, Frasier, Joan of Arcadia. She was also in these as well. I'm a crazy fan of Ghost Whisperer, Law & Order Special Victims Unit, Community, Raising Hope. You were even on that spin-off show, I believe, How I Met Your Mother. It was like a spin-off or Back to the Future type of shit. I think it got canceled after the 2nd season, 3rd season. I love Jennifer Love Hewitt. I gotta have her on the show as well.
Okay.
Y'all are like quite similar. You're younger, obviously, and both of y'all are different, but quite similar. I think very soft-spoken. When I was talking about Jennifer Love Hewitt, I was also thinking about Mandy Moore. All 3 of y'all are like very similar. It's crazy talk, but I love all of you. 3 y'all are like my white girls.
I'm so glad you have these healthy snacks. I try to eat extremely well.
Yes, but before Hillary stole my line, I was gonna say she eats very healthy. So if you guys want some of the snacks on the table, feel free, my audience and viewers, to take some snacks and eat it up. It's real healthy, it's real good, it looks. I'm not gonna say delicious, but looks healthy, so have some, anybody. I mean, I'm sure you can get an apple anywhere. All apples are so delicious. I'm literally BNG sarcastic, is that blueberries and strawberries and roasted nuts I see is on the table too. Let me stop, I'm just being funny. I started eating right as well. So we'll see how this journey goes for me, but it still looks boring as hell.
Yeah.
The food on the table, I completely forgot. I just looked it up and I completely forgot you were in Casper Meet Wendy. Oh my God, that was so long ago. I feel so old. Okay, so thank you for coming on the show, but we got to get this show on the road, honey.
Yeah.
We got to start talking about these topics of the week, because that's what I do, talk about topics. And then after we're done with all the topics, we'll sit down. We're sitting down. I don't know why I keep doing that. And we'll get to know what Hillary has been up to all these years.
Yeah.
And you, of course, you don't have to answer, but I want to ask you about that Ashley Tisdale drama that happened a couple of months ago about her being kicked out of the club, the Babysitters Club.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to answer, but it would just make you look even more guilty. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, girl. Do whatever you want, girl. Do whatever you want. Damn, I look good. Okay, guys, let's get to this first topic. Now, what is up with these people who go on cruises, right? And then they end up overboard. I mean, the boat is large. Sometimes they have like Starbucks in there and a lot of restaurants and damn mini pools and shit. How does these people find their way off the balcony into the water?
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand if you know they're having a champagne over the balcony and then a wave just hits and then they go overboard that way, but where's the logic? No, I was just talking about regular people, but this story topic, it's a crew member that went overboard, which is even more sad because, like, what caused this event to happen? You know, let's check this out.
Search for a Regal Princess crew member as Princess Cruises confirm that crew member that went overboard earlier this week has died. The Regal Princess left Port Everglades last Saturday for a 7-day Caribbean cruise. 2 days into the voyage, early Monday morning, the ship's captain announced a man overboard alert just before 6 in the morning. Princess Cruises says the crew member is believed to have gone overboard in the waters off Cancun, Mexico. The ship turned around and stayed in the area for hours while local maritime authorities and crews aboard another ship, the Carnival Jubilee, helped search the water. Later that afternoon, the Regal Princess resumed its voyage, stopping in Belize before making its final scheduled stop in Cozumel. And Princess Cruises released a statement saying in part, "Our heartfelt condolences go out to the crew's family and friends during this difficult time. Grief support services are being offered to guests and crew members affected by this event." Now, Princess Cruises has not released the crew member's identity or released what led up to the incident. For now, reporting in Port Everglades, I'm Isabella Martin, Local 10 News.
And it's kind of unclear, did she never get found in the water or did they find her and she just didn't survive her falling in the water? I'm pretty sure they didn't find her in the water is what I'm guessing.
Yeah.
My condolences to their family. Let's go on to our next topic, shall we? It's about y'all, every favorite man, honey. Well, not everybody's favorite, but some people's favorite.
Yeah.
He's back at it again. Well, if it wasn't out of the norm that he got booed, I mean, a dozen million times already, but it's almost like he gets the thrill of listening to the crowd boo him. He just can't get enough.
Yeah.
I mean, you think he would want to sit his old tired ass down somewhere, rest them kneecaps a bit. You know what I'm saying? Because they are barking, honey. Them dogs are barking. Well, of course, you know, as his tired ass had to go to the closing ceremonies of these games that they were having, knowing nobody wanted his ass there and bitches got a booing.
Donald Trump's height is back in the spotlight after a FIFA World Cup final clip went viral. The video showed Spain's soccer star Rodri appearing taller than the president as he lingered after awarding Spain the trophy. Both men are reportedly listed at 6 feet 3 inches, including Trump's April 2025 physical examination. The White House clip was shared on X after the FIFA World Cup final on July 19th. Questions about Trump's height have also come up in photos with Prince William and other public appearances. Trump family members are often noted for being taller than average, including Barron Trump at least 6 feet 7 inches.
I mean, you really have to be a complete dumbass, or are you just full of complete shit? So put yourself through this every time you can't ignore the boos. Let's start with number one. Number one is nobody gives a damn how tall he is. Okay, this sport-like behavior where he's so into sports, he's so into health with a Sasquatch body like that, no one's buying it. Let's see that big bad body hyper dribble a ball for more than 10 minutes. It's laughable at this point. Two, the first thing the man did was ban transsexuals from. So what the hell is he there for, honey? He banned himself from participating in sports. He's the woman in a suit. Sit your ass down, bro. And then they truly kill me when they act like this man is not full of lies. All he does is lie, so why would you not be surprised if he's lying about his height? I mean, this is pure desperation, and nobody sees that when your ass gotta go to the biggest event in the world just because you're lonely, bored, and need the attention. It's sad is what it is. Then they're sitting over here talking about his son being tall, and listen, when you got a face that looks like your daddy and your daddy is in his 80s, that's not a good thing. I'm just saying. You see how we stand slumped over like his daddy, given that Sasquatch's realness, it's not a good thing, especially when he's still young. His face looks exactly like him to me. Maybe it's just. I'm tired of talking about this man. Let's move on to our next topic. Andrew Tate, yeah, they're supposed to be buddies. Him and the orange-faced pumpkin. They're supposed to be close, supposedly.
Yeah.
We've been hearing about this Andrew for a while, all over YouTube, all over the news, because he's some type of heavy racist leader of some shit.
Yeah.
And so he's been doing a hell of a lot of shit, they say, all you know, like trafficking, illegal activities that are not for our TV screens, and supposedly the big no-neck president gave him a pardon.
Yeah.
Well, controversial social media influencers Andrew and Tristan Tate are in federal custody after U.S. officials arrested the brothers in Miami Saturday. The arrests are connected to criminal cases in the United Kingdom, where authorities are seeking to extradite both men to face rape and other charges.
Andrew Tate now faces more than 30 counts stemming from alleged offenses between July of 2010 and August of 2017. Those counts include rape, assault, sex trafficking, and child pornography offenses. His brother Tristan Tate also faces multiple counts, including rape, sex trafficking, and sexual assault. They both deny any wrongdoing.
NBC News legal analyst Danny Savalas joins us now from the UK with more. Danny, good morning. So British authorities are saying that these new charges follow the discovery of additional evidence. What do we know about that and what led up to the arrests?
Well, according to what's been published by authorities here, the Bedfordshire police received a fresh file of new evidence, new alleged victims or complainants, bringing the number of complainants from 3 up to, I believe, 7, and dramatically increasing the number of charges up to over 40. So these are charges that initiated the U.S. Marshal Service to go out and initiate extradition proceedings.
So, Danny, the U.S. Marshal Service says the warrant remains sealed right now. Why would details of the charges be kept under seal at this point?
The charges themselves are not under seal. They are published on the website by law enforcement authorities here in the UK. But it's very common for the arrest warrant for the U.S. Marshals to be kept under seal because when you think about it, extradition often involves fugitives. Fugitives are people who are avoiding justice. So you don't want to telegraph that we're looking for fugitives by filing that in a court document. So the charges themselves are known and public. The actual arrest warrant for the Marshal, it's routine for that to be sealed, and then it will be unsealed at the first appearance. It's kept sealed so you don't telegraph to fugitives to go and run and go hide somewhere else.
The brothers are now awaiting extradition proceedings in the U.S. Is that a slam dunk? Does that mean they will go to Britain to face trial?
Legally, it should be a slam dunk, but it likely won't be, and here's why. Extradition, at least international extradition, is the product of a treaty between the United States and whatever country is requesting it. We have a treaty with the UK. It's a powerful treaty, and by the way, some countries will not extradite their own citizens. Under the treaty, these folks can be extradited, but here's where it's tricky. If Andrew Tate has been a vocal supporter of President Trump, and there are a few ways the executive branch could slow down or even stop these proceedings. Number one, the DOJ has to file a complaint. It's just a formality, but they may choose not to or delay.
You know his big body ass gonna step in because anybody that reminds him of his crooked ass self, he lives for. I mean, we can't forget this man threw filthy parties as well, honey, and did some effed up shit he do not want the world to know about. So why would he not back other people who was just like him? You know, I don't feel no type of way about Andrew, honey, because there's people like them don't know what's in front of them, honey. How are you racist when your hairline don't, like you, that's what's racist. They are the most despicable people, yet they genuinely believe they are innocent. It is absolutely wild how they justify it. I wouldn't even waste your time even with this case because we've already seen this before. They back each other in the end. I wouldn't hold my damn breath. Freaks love freaks. The end. Next. This is about a rapper, Boosie. He's been full of controversy running his mouth about people he had no business running. Well, I can say calm as a bitch. Yes, it is. Well, I don't know the whole story, and I didn't go digging because I don't care too, but he needed Trumalena to give him a pardon, so he paid money for it.
Yeah.
But supposedly he got catfish, so they ran right off with his stack of cash, honey, all that money, honey. A player got played, player.
You definitely got played on your stack.
Now, most people should say this shit should be the other way around.
Yeah.
You know, but with people who actually know how to put on their glasses and read, we know why people get down the same way. When they took his money and ran honey and said, you ain't getting it back because we played in your face.
All right, a popular rapper now taking legal action after claiming he paid big money for a presidential pardon that he never received. According to TMZ, Boosie, whose legal name is Torrance Hatch, says that he struck a deal with a pair of D.C. lobbyists to secure a pardon from President Trump. But the White House denies ever speaking with the duo. Boosie now is suing to recover half of the $600,000 that he claims that he paid for a promise that was not delivered. Joining us now, Chief Legal Analyst Clive Rhodes. All right, let's start off with the obvious here. Okay, so where is the legal line between paying a lobbyist to pursue a presidential pardon and then illegally paying for a pardon?
Let's start with a couple things. First of all, that's a lot of money, so I guess those wipe me down royalties are definitely still coming through.
Wipe me down.
I'll start with this. First of all, there is no line. It's clearly that if you're paying for a pardon, then that would cross the line. You can get someone out there to lobby, but if you're saying I want to get a guaranteed pardon, it's not going to happen. You can get someone to help with preparing your application. You can get some folks to prepare legal fees, investigation costs, lobbying fees. But to say, hey, I'm going to pay the president, this money will actually hit his hands. No, that would be bribery. That's against a number of regulations: federal robbery, honesty, service fraud, conspiracy. If they use email or text message or any type of electronic device, you're looking at wire and mail fraud. Yeah, so there is the line is extremely bright. That if these allegations are true, what he's alleging, it would seem like they were attempting to pay to play, and their response is that no, we were lobbying. So I'm not sure what's going on right now, but I think this case will work its way through the court system at some point.
All right, let me ask you though, if Boosie really genuinely believed that he was paying for a guaranteed pardon, so not just advocacy, but could that belief then hurt his own legal position, or is it simply a contract dispute that is services that weren't rendered?
Yeah, I mean, it could actually open him up to criminality himself. If he believed that I was paying for a legitimate pardon, that this money equaled guaranteed pardon, yeah, that could include him in some type of conspiracy. I mean, this reminds me of the 2020 investigation by the Department of Justice when they brought this in, and they said a couple of things, that there was an allegation of a pay to play for presidential pardons, and when you look at how they got it, it wasn't based on someone saying, look, we were contacted about this.
Right.
They got into these phones, they saw that there were a number of emails and communications between individuals making the allegations that they could purchase and pay for presidential pardons. This was again during 2020 timeframe, and so this isn't the first time this allegation of paying to get a pardon has been out there. This is just the first time we're hearing about it regarding this rapper.
All right, so if Boosie was your client and he now says, hey, I want...
Well, if anybody felt any certain type of way about what came out his mouth in the last couple of years on how he feels about certain people, listen, it don't matter, because apparently he's stupid. This man literally is pretty much snitching on himself by pretty much filing a lawsuit and pretty much saying, I paid to get a pardon. If that ain't stupid, what is? So please, y'all, stop trying to get y'all $19 common sense from this man, okay? Because it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
He don't got no common sense. He about to put his own self in jail. Apparently he has a single rap song called Wipe Me Down, but I need to ask a question. Who the hell is wiping him down? And if you are wiping him down, good luck, girl. He looked like a contaminated raccoon. I ain't even heard of him before, but because you have money doesn't mean you're the brightest tool in the shed. That's a tell sign that you did something wrong to pay $600K to that bald, no-neck asshole for a pardon. It don't make sense. Guilty. It smells guilty. Let me slam down my judge hammer. It's guilty. You're guilty, sir. Throw him in jail. Hillary is looking like, who the hell is he exactly? Nobody knows, so you're not missing anything. Literally, I don't know who he is, so don't feel bad. Okay, you, I'm talking to you, the person who's watching me right now. I'm pointing at you, the person in the camera holding the phone. Do you know him? Do you know him? Do you know him?
$300,000 back of the $600,000 You know, how are you telling him to be very careful with this? Because just as you said, the wording as to what's getting out, as to what you believed and what might have actually happened.
I would 100% say, let me handle it. That's the first thing I'd say, like you hire an attorney so that I can do the talking and you don't put yourself in a position now where you're getting some type of criminal charge coming after you, after your statements, because anything you say may be an admission to some type of guilt. So I would say, if it's a true contract dispute, that you hired these folks and you believe that they were lobbying on your behalf, and there's language in your contract that says you get a percentage of it back if they're unsuccessful in their lobbying efforts, let me handle that in the breach of contract case in the court. If you're attempting to handle this in the court of public opinion, I probably don't want you as a client anyway, because now you're damaging my ability to do my job.
Any last words?
Right here, I mean,
Look at the poor man stuttering. Did y'all hear him stuttering?
Yeah.
The man damn stuttering because he's flabbergasted. He's like, nobody could be this damn stupid. Well, apparently, sir, that's not true. Okay, let's get to our next topic, and then we're going to go to a small commercial. We're still talking about this WB, Warner Brothers, and Paramount merge that nobody gives a shit about.
Yeah.
We already know pretty much that Paramount Plus is one of them.
Yeah.
You know, especially after them messing with Stephen Colbert, not personally, but you know what I mean. On request of the bad body old Dusty, I need attention. Let me throw myself into a full bus at full capacity.
President.
Who couldn't take a good joke? So, you know, some other people pretty much are out here fighting for us.
Yeah.
You know, pretty much saying there's some fishy shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Stop production, racist or Among Us. And y'all damn sure better keep on fighting, honey. And when shit do go down, if it do go down, no, there's certain movies. Don't get to support this shit. Don't go to your theaters. If you know they asses behind it for real, they already got your asses with Jersey Shore and some other great MTV shows. To replace it, I'm sure, with a dude with cowboy boots fighting a crocodile, like we don't get enough of that shit every day. Or another bad body, orange-faced bitch with a red tie, I'm just saying. So let's check out this confusion war against what's right, what's wrong, and how people ain't gonna stand for this foolery or fuckery. It stops here, folks. Bugs Bunny already told y'all.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to some breaking news, because after 12 state attorneys general sued to pause the $110 billion merger between Paramount Skydance and Warner Brothers, a judge has just granted a temporary restraining order on that deal. Let's go live now to our justice reporter, Jake Rosen, for much more about this. Hey, Jake, so what went into the judge's decision?
Well, it was a very brief one, Mugo, just a couple of pages, but this judge said that, at least upon the initial arguments that were put in court last week and in paperwork over the last week or two, that the states proved that there's at least a likelihood of success on some points that they were arguing. The biggest one is the monopoly part and the theater and movie function that these companies would potentially corner the market on if this merger were to be approved and not blocked by either this judge or any other regulatory panel. This judge said that just based on evidence, it would be about 27% of the theater and movie market in the United States would be cornered by whatever the resulting company is as a result of this Paramount and Warner Brothers merger. She says that in and of itself is enough evidence to go on for this temporary pause. We should emphasize this is only going to be for 14 days. There'll be a hearing in early August to decide the next steps of this. The states are likely to pursue a preliminary injunction, which would likely go on for 60 or 90 days, or as the case gets litigated out. But this certainly puts a pause on what was likely to happen tonight at 12:01 if the judge did nothing, which would be that potentially these two sides would have at least the legal go-ahead to merge. And we should also just remind our audience that this lawsuit was brought by a number of state AGs who argued that across the board there's going to be, once this gets to trial or potentially a bigger decision, some kind of comprehensive proof that there is some kind of monopoly here. Talking about journalism jobs, talking about movie jobs, cornering industries in different states. That's why so many states are part of this lawsuit. However, just in kind of this emergency function that this judge worked in, it was a very limited decision, basically saying this is a 14-day pause. She'll get likely more briefing in the next couple of days, and then have another hearing with more evidence presented by Paramount and presented by the states next week.
All right, we'll see what happens. Jake Rosen, thank you so much for your time today. And of course, we should note that CBS News is owned by Paramount Skydance.
If y'all felt like that last one was boring, I was bored too. Almost fell asleep at this table. Thank God me and Hillary got our coffee, right, girl? Yeah. Oh, that was boring but important. The cream is good, though. The cream is fire. Go off, cream. Go off. Okay, so I'm gonna show y'all this crazy video real quick to show y'all how this world has just gone to shit in a handbasket, and then we're gonna commercial check this video out right now.
We want to warn you, the video you're about to see is pretty disturbing, but you can actually see the woman driving on the sidewalk after the child. The neighbor who shot the video telling ABC News that the driver had been honking and screaming before the boy even showed up. The witness says that neighbors sprang into action, pulling the boy to safety, and then called 911. Fortunately, he wasn't hurt. The sheriff's office did say that the driver is now being charged with assault, trespassing, and yes, DUI.
Shit was crazy, right? I thought I was walking in a Grand Theft Auto video game on YouTube, but that was a real woman. Crazy. I mean, she literally had a vendetta for a 5-year-old kid chasing this child or whatever with a vehicle on sidewalks. That shit was crazy. Exclusive, but crazy.
Wow. And you got kids, Hillary, right?
Oh my God, that is so nuts.
Yep, Hillary, it is nuts, but we also have nuts on the table.
Okay, we're gonna go to a commercial, but when we come back, we got 2 more topics left before we start talking to my girl sitting right here, Miss Hillary.
You're watching the Naomi Talk Show. I'm Hillary, and this is the place you need to be. Late Night with Naomi. Subscribe.
If you like the channel or the program that you're watching, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification button below. Thanks, honey.
Get into the office immediately.
Okay, Captain. What the hell am I using this gun for? Who wants a piece of me?
This next mission is top tier. You screw this up, you will never see a mission again in your lives. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Get it done. Mission starts now.
This is too easy.
Does anyone want to try a gun?
Absolutely!
I didn't mean in this quarters.
Oops, sorry.
I know you heard the whisper.
What about me?
What about you?
Hey, that's not fair.
Life's not fair.
Alright, let's see what you got. Whoa, slow down. Wait, where'd you go?
You need to be faster than that. This is really good. It could be a lot warmer, but it's really good.
What are you doing?
What does it look like? You are really heavy. Aren't you supposed to be a superhero?
Weight shouldn't be a problem.
Do you want me to drop you?
You wouldn't dare.
I'll handle these 5.
Look at you walking up the streets with your head.
I got this one!
This one is so cool.
Now I'm gonna finish it. I told you when I see
No! Don't hit that button!
And I'm gonna not let go. And trust me,
What are we watching?
Of course, my movie on YouTube, Naomi Who. Do you not see my billboard? That's me. I'm on the wall. I look great, right?
Why am I not on the poster? I'm also in the movie.
But you're not the lead. I'm the lead.
That's not fair.
It's out July 31st. I'll see you soon, guys. See my movie on YouTube.
You're watching the Naomi Talk Show. I'm Naomi, and this is my talk show. I'm here to talk my shit and keep it cute, or y'all can just put it on mute. We are about to bring Daniel out here to talk about what he's been doing behind his girlfriend's back for 6 months. His girlfriend brought him to the show, and she said she's sick and tired of his nonsense. Let's bring Daniel out right now. How are you? Daniel, take a seat. Let's get to know you a little bit. Let's understand why you did what you did. Daniel, all I want to know is, why did you do it? Why did you step out on her?
Listen, I'm growing bored of her. All she does is whine and complain and bitch.
But that is your girlfriend. She has emotions. We all have emotions as women. What's the problem with that?
I don't have a problem with that. Like I said, I'm just bored with her. I'm ready to move on.
What? Daniel, don't you understand that she's here to fix you guys' relationship?
No, I'm done and I'm ready to move on. I'm over her.
Daniel, she said you were going to walk down the aisle with her. What happened from that point on to right now? You seem so cold-hearted.
I was only with her for her money. That was it. Now she's broke.
Well, guys, y'all heard it all here. He said he's done with her. There's nothing I can do about it, so I guess we better tell Rebecca.
Watch Naomi shows on Monday, every Monday, right here on Naomi TV.
Only on Naomi Talk Show.
Hey guys, this is Jay from the Morning News, and I'm here to tell you what we bring with the news. So first of all, we bring the news. Another deadly ICE shooting in Houston this week. A Mexican man who had been living in the U.S. for decades got shot because he looked like the person they were looking for. A wild black bear in Anchorage, Alaska, shocked shoppers by casually wandering inside a busy mall to steal a fresh peach.
Oh my gosh, look at that! Is that a real bear?
A high school junior in Topeka, Kansas, convinced the driver of the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile to give his group a ride to prom.
Next stop, prom!
Woohoo! This is the coolest ride there is.
From the news, we go to the weather with the weather girl to get the latest weather reports for you guys.
Hey guys, it's me, Mimi, the weather girl, here to bring you all the weather. Like a severe storm system slammed into Chile. Over 125 million Americans across the U.S. and Canada are facing air quality alerts as thick smoke from Canadian wildfires drifts into some major cities.
Then from the weather, we go to the latest sports all around the world. The coach of England's soccer team announced he will remain with the England national team to lead them into Euro 2028, despite their semi-final exit. I am here today to confirm that I will remain as the head coach of England. I will lead the team into Euro 2028, no matter what. Stage 13 of the Tour de France wrapped up with GC contenders trading blows as the race entered its final stretch. All the news will be on a weekly basis every Wednesday, and that will be all the news from all around the world every Wednesday. So if you like the news how I bring it, come and check it out, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to stay up to date and get the latest news.
We're back from the commercial and we're sitting down with Hillary, obviously, so we have 2 more topics to talk about.
Yeah.
We'll get that out of the way and then we'll get to finding out some info, baby. Okay, so let's get straight into our next topic, shall we? So you know we all heard stories of you getting on a plane and your plane services to the left, to the right.
So sometimes they overbook and they put you off the plane. We've heard those stories. Yeah, but have you heard before you go through customs, an employee stops you?
She was immediately stopped by the airport employee. Apparently, he messed up the passport information for his daughter and they weren't letting them through.
So I was being scolded because my information didn't match my passport. Or maybe the family put the wrong information in for their daughter. Either way, the airport employee just lost it.
Just because you made a mistake online by putting your name or your daughter's name or your sister's name in the wrong space, well, one lady absolutely lost it. She works at the airport. I mean, she went in for the kill on this customer. What happened to customize always right? I don't know, but ever since this new president, honey, people been losing their peanuts. They acted like they don't know how to act at all while she got so pissed. She threatened to call ICE on this customer, okay, and I'm embarrassed because she's a black woman, honey.
All quiet at the United counter tonight at SFO. Quite a contrast from Tuesday when the Varela family was trying to leave for a family trip to Canada.
What's your name? Because you're rude as hell.
Julio Varela says this United Airlines customer service representative refused to help fix an issue with his daughter's ticket, which had listed her last name as her middle name. After almost 3 hours, he says an employee from United Partner Airlines was close to fixing the issue, but he says that United worker stepped in to dismiss them.
You know, she walks over, she's like, what, you're still here? Like, we already told you we can't do this. And, you know, she just starts to complain about it.
Varela says by phone a different United rep told them to go to SFO early Tuesday and customer service at the airport would fix the error that his wife had accidentally made when they booked their flight a few months ago. But he says this employee insisted it was his wife's fault and she wasn't going to help.
She said, well, I don't care. That's her problem. Then you take it up with her. I don't care if you guys fly out today or not. And that's when I got upset. And I said, you know what? You are so rude. What's your name?
What's your name, ma'am?
He says the worker refused to identify herself.
I'm asking you for your name so I can report you.
She then pulled her own phone out and started recording. And that's when he says she threatened to call ICE.
Says maybe we need to call ICE on you. You're not acting like a citizen.
The video of the incident has gone viral.
Maybe we should call ICE on you. You're going to call ICE on me? Oh, say that again. Say that again.
Maybe you need to be, because you don't act like a citizen. Get away.
Who are you calling?
Varela says he couldn't believe what he was hearing.
Which infuriated me because I am a citizen, number one. And for her to threaten me like that with ICE, especially with the state of politics now in America and with what ICE is doing.
United Airlines has a racist customer service lady.
And after another minute or so of back and forth between the two, you see the United worker's hand come up and Varela's phone go dark.
No, you didn't help nothing, and don't touch me.
Julio says the United employee hit his hand and his phone.
And when she pushed me, it caused me to squeeze it. But then I realized I stopped it, so I turned it back on again.
On top of being threatened with ICE, he says he was also assaulted. We reached out to United Airlines and the employees union leadership. United said, quote, "We're looking into the interaction in this video, but don't have anything additional to share at this time." And the union's communications director said the union is aware of the video, but has not verified its authenticity. He went on to say, as depicted, the comments made in the video do not reflect the views or values of the IM union. Any potential matters arising from this incident will be handled through the appropriate processes established by the collective bargaining agreement. Still, no guarantee from anyone that ICE will not greet the family on the return to SFO.
I don't even know what's going to happen when I get back to San Francisco. I'm at the airport in Montreal, but I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen when I get back.
I don't think these airline employees realize that it's very stressful for us as customers having to go through this process, and then you want to read the eyes out of us after we spend all that damn money. As a black woman, to hear another black woman say that when we got our own damn problems in the world that's messy as hell, and that man spoke better English than that bitch did, she gonna say, I'm gonna call ICE on you. The man should have turned around and said, well, listen, I'll go when you go. Get it? Because he speaks better a language than she does. If that was real disrespectful, like an unclassy and ungodly, she looked like one of them. God-serving women, they just come to work and want to pray for everybody. That was messy as hell. And can somebody please explain to me why he had to take a plane to go to Canada? It's literally across the damn border, like he need to take a whole damn plane to go to Canada. Oh, wait, let's move on to our next topic. Remember what we were talking about, DVD, aka David? Well, yeah, they about to go to court and handle this situation that he got himself into. When he wanted to decide that he wanted to be an artist, he ended up hitting that milestone and becoming one, but then he wanted to a 21-year-old backwards. I mean, what's wrong with these men? They don't even want them developed anymore. They just want them right out the wound, which is completely disgusting. You don't want an intelligent woman, you want one that barely talk. Well, they're getting a court ready to go, honey. And they should, because they took so fucking long to arrest this man in the first place. He was free longer than she was in the trunk. No disrespect, but if you think of the name that he gave himself, Devils Like Virgins Dead, what the hell does that even mean, his name? There ain't no shade to any of the people who are suffering right now. I'm throwing shade at him, the rapper himself, singer, whatever the hell he does. I don't even know how he was famous. I don't even know him. Let's watch this video, and then when we're done with it, we'll talk a little, and then we'll get straight to Hillary. Okay, so let's check out this video right now. It's the last one of the night.
New details in the murder case of singer David, due back in court this week to face charges of killing a 14-year-old girl who authorities say was found dead in the trunk of his car. And this morning, some are asking whether the Los Angeles District Attorney will seek the death penalty against the 21-year-old singer if convicted. LA District Attorney Nathan Hochman speaking out on the case in April.
A parent's nightmare is a situation where your daughter goes out one night and never comes back.
Saying he is weighing all his legal options.
Well, the death penalty is reserved for the most heinous crimes. There are special circumstances that have been pled in the complaint by the prosecution that gives it, under California state law, an opportunity to seek the death penalty.
David, whose real name is David Burke, is accused of luring Celeste Rivas Hernandez, a 7th grader at the time, to his Hollywood Hills home in April 2025, where prosecutors say she was stabbed to death. He has pleaded not guilty.
I media trained you.
Authorities believe Celeste, seen here with Burke on a live stream in 2024, was a witness to his alleged sex crimes and say he was trying to protect his blossoming career. David, who once had 40 million monthly listeners on Spotify, canceling a world tour shortly after authorities discovered her body. The singer's preliminary hearing is scheduled to start Tuesday, where prosecutors will present their evidence and eyewitness testimony. A judge will decide if there's enough to proceed to trial.
Preliminary hearing is a very important step in this criminal process, and particularly for the public, it's going to give us a lot of information about the evidence.
Again, David has pled not guilty and is behind bars this morning. His attorney previously saying in a statement that the evidence will show David Burke did not murder Celeste Rivas Hernandez and he was not the cause of her death. Gio.
So many watching this case. Jacqueline, thank you so much.
Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna grab my phone right quick. Let me put my iPods in. Give me 1 second, Hillary. Okay, The Weeknd. He's essentially The Weeknd. He sounds like The Weeknd. Girl, bye, enjoy prison. That's ridiculous. Are they out of their mind? David DVD literally sounds like The Weeknd. Like if you listen to his music, I thought it was The Weeknd, but it's not if DVD short for David. Do y'all see that man had no emotion standing behind that glass, or he didn't have a damn clue he's still breathing? He's still lucky to be alive. No emotion at all, bona fide, straight evil.
Yeah.
Now straight to you, Hillary, first of all.
Yeah.
I gotta give you a handshake because I didn't do that earlier, and then I'm gonna give you a hug. Can I give you a hug? Okay, so I just gotta say once again that Lizzie McGuire was a show that changed a lot for people's day-to-day lifestyle. It was giving Hannah Montana no shade. You were that bitch straight up and forever. I did the math, and I was damn near like 18, 19 when Hannah Montana came on the scene. So when she did that, when Hannah Montana did that 20-year reunion, I felt very old. I felt very insulted, I'm just saying. A lot of things happened in the past year or two. So the actor who played your father passed away about 6 months ago. He played your father on Hannah Montana for about 4 years, so that must have been tough.
Yeah.
Especially with them saying that he dealt with kind of bulimia.
Yeah.
Look at me messing up this damn script. Oh, Lord, help me. I said Hannah Montana, she ain't Miley Cyrus. I meant Lizzie McGuire is what I meant to say. Sorry. Yeah, and I didn't believe men went through that. It's a disease that belongs to everybody.
Yeah.
It does not have a gender, so that's extremely sad.
Yeah.
My condolences.
Yeah, the whole family from Lizzie McGuire did not see that coming.
Yeah.
We know he suffered certain things, but not in a lot of detail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was rough for all of us to kind of hear that he was going through that or suffering this long with that. I mean, it sucks for everyone who's dealing with that.
Yeah.
It's absolutely a horrible disease, especially when it makes you suicidal. That's not good at all.
Yeah.
He was a great actor, and I enjoyed him playing my father for the years I played on that show.
Yeah. Could you tell us a little bit about Lizzie McGuire, the difference between being a child star and growing up and being on Younger? Which is a more adult show, and which one you would prefer today?
Absolutely loved being on Lizzie McGuire. I was very young when I filmed the show. I was a child star on Disney. I didn't know anything about that. That was kind of my first gig. Mm-hmm. I pretty much grew up on that show. That was my, school experience as growing up, so I had to relate like everyone else, but sort of make it believable at the same time, if that makes sense.
I mean, that show is a fan favorite. This is why I kind of wanted to come back and do the reboot, but there was some things that was going on behind the scenes, mergers and stuff. Mm-hmm. Disney Plus was just starting up. It wasn't even ready yet.
Yeah.
They were trying to figure out if it was going to be more adult or the same as it was.
Like I said, I grew up on that show.
Yeah.
Sometimes I felt like it was real life to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it was 4 years of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was able to do music as well, which was a big part of my life. But then at some point in time, I kind of got into the music and I wanted to build my friend and my identity.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And get into some more work. I couldn't be moving Lizzie McGuire forever. So when I started doing music, I felt amazing.
Yeah. Of course, Younger with many, many moons later that I started that show. But, the world got to see me in a different light, an older light, and I enjoyed that the show was very different.
Yeah.
When I read the script, it kind of reminded me of a Sex and the City vibe, but less rated and more PG. It was like a grown-up version of me.
Mm-hmm.
I still kind of look at it as if Lizzie McGuire grew up, that would have been her.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I looked at that show. That is my second favorite show that I filmed, had such a blast.
Yeah.
Working with all my co-stars, we all got along so well. And the show was really written well too. Mm-hmm. But that's kind of a hard question to answer, what I would prefer between Liv McGuire or Younger. And that was 2 different times of my life, so I can't to choose one or the other.
Yeah.
No, because if I say Younger, that would be willing out the fact that without Lizzie McGuire, I probably would have never got that gig. So I quite enjoyed both, to be honest.
So like I said, 2 of my favorite songs is I'm Coming Clean and So Yesterday. What was your mindset when you decided that you wanted to go with those 2 as your singles for the album?
What happened first, I felt like if I was going to do music, it couldn't be who I was from the beginning.
Yeah.
I needed to be Hillary.
Yeah.
So I wanted to move away from the Disney and more to me.
Yeah.
So I wanted my fans to understand we were 2 different people.
Yeah.
That's the actor version of me, actress.
Yeah.
And then Hillary is the singer side of me that was in the forefront for me.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure that my tone was right and whatever song I thought fit me entirely, where I wasn't doing too much or sounding like a squeaky mouse.
Yeah.
Well, when I came out with those 2 singles, I was kind of dating for the first time and I had some breakup. I was figuring out love. Mm-hmm. Also followed by a breakup song, because everyone needs that, especially I'm Coming Clean. It was something about that song that just kept the real and honesty without being too raw.
Yeah. Both of those songs, So Yesterday and Coming Clean, shot me to super fame status and would have never caught that coming.
Mm-hmm. Because of those 2 songs, I was able to have a very serious music career. I was being taken serious in the industry and not just this Disney plant, but I was becoming my own person.
Yeah.
As long as I was able to create a career outside of Lizzie, I was fine with that. I think I did well for myself. I was able to star in Cinderella Story, which was an amazing movie. I starred beside One Tree Hill's Chad Michaels. I was also in a movie with Steve Martin, Cheaper by the Dozen.
prison.
Yeah.
I loved that movie. I love filming it. He is such a funny guy.
I want to jump in here and ask you, did you date Chad Michael? Because rumors has said after that movie that y'all were dating. Did you ever date him, or was that rumors?
Yeah. Nope. It was rumors.
No, at the time I wished I had a huge crush on him.
Yeah.
We did not date, unfortunately, but I was able to kiss him on the screen.
So it's not rumors that you dated Aaron Carter and you also dated Frankie Muniz. I'm probably mispronouncing his name, but both were like some type of co-star or close to you from some work in the industry, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, I have dated both of them. The relationship were both short at the time that we were very young. And in the industry, that's how it happens. You know, we're so busy, we date each other. Aaron Carter was very nice. Rest in peace, we kept in touch. Towards the end, we wasn't super close, but we kept in touch. He was a sweetheart. He was a good guy. Frankie, not so much.
Yeah.
Dated Frankie while we were filming our movie, Agent Cody Banks. It was like a little cute, brief situation. Once the movie was over, we pretty much went about our business. It was quite brief.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never met Aaron Carter, but my friend got to see him in concert. I thought he was super adorable, and his music towards the end was totally my type of music, so that's very unfortunate. He was very cute when he was younger, and he was cute when he got older, too. I was a fan of him, too. I didn't care too much about his song Candy. I kind of watch his lives, you know, the live shows he would do on it,
Yeah.
you know, Instagram and stuff, and I was like, oh, God, this is not going to end well.
Yeah.
But I think he was quite talented when he would do his live on the internet. I thought he was very down to earth, very chill. I just wish he had someone who cared more, unlike we could say about his brother.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you about this whole Ashley Tisdale situation. You know the baby club incident where she said she was casted out by you and a few others. Is this true?
All I have to say about that situation, if I was not in charge of the group, I don't run the group, I don't own the group, it's all moms just coming together.
So I don't know why she felt that way.
Yeah.
The group was just put together between all of us. It wasn't like an individual person that just brought us all together.
Right.
We decided to link up and hang out and chill while our kids play together.
Yeah.
If she's implying that we're mean girls, I mean, we're all adults. We're all mothers. Nobody is in the game for singling out one individual person.
Yeah.
I think it was just a misunderstanding. You know, maybe she felt a certain type of way or felt like she wasn't getting the attention she deserved. I don't know. I'm not her, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Listen, there's no resentment here. I look at her the same way. I've always looked at her. We come from the same platform, which is Disney.
Yeah.
You know it's all love here. You're going to have to ask her.
Yeah. Well, I will definitely do that when I bring on the show. I'm going to ask her the same question I said to myself, Mandy Moore, you and the people she said wasn't nice. I couldn't see it. And I'm not saying, Ashley, that you're lying. And I'm just saying, girl, sometimes we're built to be a little bit more sensitive. But I'm so glad that you were able to stop by my show, Hillary. Like I said, I'm a true fan of yours, so thank you very much for stopping by my show. Do you have anything planned in the future? I know you made the music, and I know you went viral for your little concerts that you were throwing and your cool dance moves. I know you were touring and dropped a couple of singles. Wait a minute, Hillary, that's you on my phone. And look, this is you, girl, on iTunes. It looks like you got a little EP album. Before you leave my show, you're going to have to give me a sample of that beautiful voice. Can I get a sample, please?
Sure.
So yesterday, you can change your life, you can change your clothes. If you change your mind, that's the way it goes. So yesterday, you can change your life, you can change your clothes. If you change your mind, that's the way it goes. So yesterday, you can change your life, you can change your clothes. If you change your mind, that's the way it goes. So yesterday, you can change your life, you can change your clothes. If you change your mind, way it goes.
Give her a round of applause, please. Hillary sung that song, honey. I love that for you, girl. Thank you so much, girl, for singing that song for me. It means so much as a hug.
Yeah.
Will you stay around for a few minutes while I show a trailer of my movie of the week, which is next Friday, my fantastic action-packed superhero movie?
Absolutely. I would love to stay and watch your superhero action-pack animated movie. It looks so good, by the way, guys. It's going to be out on Friday, so y'all should check it out. She does amazing work. Okay, guys, so this is an interview that was supposed to be on Jay's News, but I'm going to premiere it on here. I apologize for that, guys, but my second interview has been postponed until next week. Sorry about that, guys. Something came up, but he will be here next week.
Thank you. I appreciate that, girl. Sometimes things are so aggravating. All right, let's jump straight into this interview of Naomi. Let's watch it now as the TV starts counting down behind him. It says trailer. It's starting now.
Well, thank you for having us on your show, Jay, my lovely husband. I'm here to promote my show, Naomi Who. The name of my movie is Naomi Who. Whatever is on the poster is a different story. Someone's getting fired. That poster definitely needs a redo. But anyways, thank Thank you again, my honey bunny, for having me on your news segment. No, I'm just letting your fans know that this segment that was on the Naomi Talk Show is now moved to your news segment.
No.
Even though we're still gonna have trailers over on my show, just not the interview.
I got so many different things going on a late night with interviewing 2 celebrity guests a week.
Yeah, I hear that.
And the show is already 50 minutes, sometimes an hour. I don't want it any longer, so I'm moving my interviews over to the news right here on Jay's News once every month. You can get it right here. I'll be directing my own interviews because I'm just that girl, but that's beside the point. I'm here to talk about my movie, Naomi, who I was just updating you guys about, and that they will be right here on this stage at the end of the month, every month when a movie is about to release. So if you want to know more about it, tune in on Morning News with Jay. Thank you once again, Jay, for having me and my co-star on the show. I absolutely love this movie. This movie is a redo. It was originally called Fire the Super Hoe, but I couldn't say that. I'm just so proud of this film. It's for everyone.
Me too, you nailed it.
And that's exactly why I think it's gonna be great for the whole family, you know? Like, it's hilarious, but also has a lot of heart. Just make sure you cover the kids' ears at the end, okay?
Okay, got it.
And it's family friendly. It's a really good action-packed movie. Me and my co-star Tony play spies.
Yeah.
But I'm a special spy with superpowers. And I'm pretty much just learning to live with them and being a spy at the same time, but being absolutely fabulous as usual. That's me every day while living with this guy dragging me down.
That's not true.
So this movie is pretty much my origin stories, or my character's origin story, where it is sort of starts from the beginning, but it actually doesn't. It starts kind of in the middle. It makes its way to the beginning. You know, I'm just so tired of being alone.
I hear you.
But I think I'm finally finding people who get it. And you're one of them.
Thanks, I feel that too.
But then I met this really cool guy, a master spy, and we started working together.
Wow, tell me more.
No, I won't see if that's a good surprise or bad surprise. You guys have to watch the movie next Friday. But the movie is super action-packed. It's full of comedy because I'm funny and pretty. But the trailer that you guys are gonna see in a few minutes is a scene where my character is just meeting him and she's starting a new life at a spy agency and everyone is really nice to her.
Mm-hmm, that's fantastic.
And it just goes up from there with my character where shit starts to get crazy and then the action pack starts.
Right.
And the story is definitely given story.
So I was thinking about our next mission, you know, with the volcano. I'm pretty sure I have a foolproof plan this time.
Okay, so I'm pretty much done talking about my character. What about your character?
Yeah, I think our dynamic is super important for the missions. We're like fire and ice, right? She's the cool operator. She brings a certain intensity to the role.
Yeah.
Very passionate. We almost lost a cameraman during the rooftop scene, but she looked great doing it.
When it comes to being an agent, you have to kind of be low-key. My co-star is the complete opposite of low-key, which would have her literally being seen by the enemy 5,900 feet away.
Like, for an example, if we're on a mission and we're being chased by bad guys, but she stopped to look at her hair in the mirror while bullets are flying our way, does that sound like a proper spy?
If you ask me, it's a narcissist, and agencies don't hire that, you know?
Yeah.
So in this movie, she pretty much has to be trained to take it down 16 notches and just be chill, laid back.
So my character in the movie is pretty much teaching her to kind of be humble,
But I don't think she learned it in the movie. I guess y'all will have to see that for yourself.
but I love my character. When I saw the script, I was like, oh yeah, I have to play this guy.
Yeah.
This guy is amazing.
Yes.
But I mean, you guys will have to see in the movie if my character is great or not.
Yeah.
I think I play a great partner in the movie, don't you think so? I mean, I'm honest, I'm true, I'm someone you can rely on right now, Naomi.
Yeah, so that's my character pretty much in a box.
You and me together, we're gonna be unstoppable.
Yeah.
We'll take on anything. They won't know what hit them. What do you say?
So me and my co-star are gonna stop talking right now and let you see the trailer of our movie. So here's the trailer of Naomi, who in theaters and on YouTube TV, July 31.
Naomi, calm down. I'm not here to get you. I'm just dropping by. I heard on the radio you were in the neighborhood, so goes by coincidence. I heard you ran away. The doctor was your escape.
Yeah, he said it was best for me. Did you get the chance to escape?
No, I wasn't as lucky as you. I still work for them. They actually have me on a mission right now.
What mission?
That's classified. Can we get a pepperoni? Sure, sit anywhere you want.
Thanks! How did you even know I was here? How did you even know I escaped?
I'm literally supposed to be here to retrieve you, but we're friends. Why would I do that, or retrieve you? You don't belong to anyone. There are droids all over the area. You need to go.
But what about you?
Don't worry about me. I'm fine. I'll deal. I'll buy you some time. Drive through and park at your available spot. Welcome to the base, Naomi. Welcome to the base, newbie.
Thanks, I'm not that new.
You knew enough.
You're a funny character.
Oh! Oh! Welcome to the base, Naomi. We're so glad you were transferred here. We heard you're the best in the West regions. We're so glad. I'll take your bag and show you to your quarters.
Thanks.
Did you eat something?
Not yet.
Well, here's your key card, and you just walk this way. You put your key card onto the door. The door opens just like this. I hope you like it. I'll put your bag right here. The cafe is 3 corners down to the left.
Thank you. You know, guys, I can find the food court on my own. This is not Alice, and I'm not Wonderland.
We know, but can't we be gentlemen and show you the way?
Show you the way? Oh, how sweet. Little house on the prairie.
We can tell you're going to be a tough one.
Absolutely. I come from a tough background. I'm not no pushover.
Shit, that's impressive.
We got a sneak peek of our movie that will be on our channel right here next Friday. I know earlier I said YouTube TV, not the actual cable TV from YouTube, but my channel. It's going to be on Naomi TV Friday, July 31, the same time as The Spider.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I've been running promotion for almost 2 months for this movie, so don't let me down, guys. Come and check out this movie. It is great. It's awesome. You guys are going to love it. All right, we got to go do some more promoting the movie, so we have to go back to you, Jay. I hope you have a good day with your news, and you guys will see me later in the week on Late Night. Okay, so that was my movie that will be premiering next Friday, so I don't care what you have to do. Please make sure you guys watch that over the weekend. Make it a hit over here on this channel. I worked very hard. I spent some cheddar to make this look really good. The storyline is very good. You guys will enjoy it. I promise you that it'll be planned for 2 weeks in a row, back to back on our Friday night. Then the next week after that, it will be Judge Naomi, my new show here on YouTube. So I'm very excited about that. But let's jump into my music video of the week. This music video that I'm about to play for the week is an original song. I thought you guys would enjoy this. It's something different. I really enjoyed making it. It's 100% all me. I think it is a very addictive song. It's very good for the summer. I love the visuals in this. Let's check it out now.
We're doing this over and over, it's over and over, it's over and over. Why do we keep doing this? It's driving me crazy. With her, with that, with this, with that. Maybe I'm just fine, maybe it's you who's always on mine. It's 1, it's 2, it's 3 when I open up my eyes. I'm hoping you'll be gone as where we need. Just let it be. Oh please, it can't be just you and me. Can it be me? I'm hoping it's you. I haven't had a clue, no, I think it's just you. You say I'm driving you nuts. You feel it at the pit of your gut. You said you were over it, but sometimes you just can't get enough. It's like, Maggie, what the fuck? Do you love me or is it just not enough? All this weight doesn't feel a ton, but I just feel like you can't get enough, enough, enough. When is it just enough, enough? And then I'm doing too much, I'm doing too much, I mean too much. What the fuck? Sometimes I feel like you just can't get enough.
Are you looking for a ride? No.
We're doing this over and over, it's over and over, it's over and over. Why do we keep doing this? It's driving me crazy. We're there with that, with this, with that. Maybe I'm just fine, maybe it's you who's always on my mind. It's 1, it's 2, it's 3 when I open up my eyes. I'm hoping you'll be gone as what we need. Just let it be. Oh please, it can't be just you and me. Can it be me? I'm hoping it's you. I haven't had a clue, no, I think it's just you. I know what you wanna do, but I'm not gonna sit around and be fooled and live in your delusion. I know it's a cute, got me sitting around looking like a fool. Hoping you'll see me the way I see you. I'm just in it for real, loving you. That's the way I see. I get sitting here under the sun returned and it still ain't done. No, this hurt, wasted time. No, 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 I think I'm done. It's dragging me down, if that's how you see me. Ooh, is it how it's always been? Ooh, give her the cold shoulder all the way to 10. Just then, or do I blame? I think it's myself in the end. Ooh, we're doing this over and over, it's over and over, it's over and over. Although we'll keep doing this, it's driving me crazy. We're there with that, with this, with that. Maybe I'm just fine, maybe you choose. Always on my mind, it's 1, it's 2, it's 3 when I open up my eyes. with this, with that. Maybe I'm just fine. Maybe it's you, what always on my mind. It's 1 and 2 is 3 when I opened up my eyes. I'm hoping you'll be done is what we need. Just let it be, oh please, it can't be just you and me. Can it's me? I'm hoping it's you. I haven't had a clue, no, I think it's just you, boo. You say I'm driving you nuts. You feel it at the pit of your gut. You said you were over it, but sometimes you just can't get enough. It's like, maybe what the fuck? Do you love me or is it just not enough? All this weight doesn't feel a ton, but I just feel like you can't get enough. Enough, when is it just enough? Enough, and then I'm doing too much. I'm doing too much, I mean too much. What the fuck? Sometimes I feel like you just can't get enough.
Let go of my hair! Get off me! Stop! Both of you stop right now!
We're doing this over and over, over and over, over and over. Why do we keep doing this? It's driving me crazy. That with that, with this, with that. Baby, I'm just fine. Maybe it's you who's always on my mind. It's 1 and 2 is 3 when I opened up my eyes. I'm hoping you'll be gone is what we need. Just let it be, oh please, it can't be just you and me. Can it be me? I'm hoping it's you. I haven't had a clue, no, I think it's just you. I don't know what you wanna do, but I'm not gonna sit around and be fooled and live in your delusion with no execution. Got me sitting around looking like a fool, hoping you'll see me the way I see you. I'm just in it for me, loving you just the way I see you. Got me sitting here under.
Oh my God, thank you, Hillary, for stopping by. I had such an amazing time with you. Next week it will be Everybody Hates Chris actor from Elementary, so make sure you guys tune in next Saturday for that. And we're gonna get up out of here because we're way past our time, but make sure you guys check out my talk show this Monday, The Tony Part 2. All right, guys, see you next week. Bye.
Disclaimer. The characters, celebrities, public figures, and other individuals portrayed or referenced in Late Night Show with Naomi are fictionalized representations created solely for entertainment purposes. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or deceased, is either coincidental, used in a clearly fictional, satirical, or parody context. No real person was harmed, endangered, or involved in the creation of this production. The events, conversations, scenarios, and portrayals presented are intended strictly for entertainment, creative storytelling, and audience enjoyment. This program is not intended to defame, misrepresent, harass, or harm any individual, organization, or group. Viewer discretion and understanding of the fictional nature of the content are appreciated. All rights reserved. Entertainment purposes only.